The term white fragility, did you coin that term? Did you come up with that, or is that it?
I did.
What does it mean for exactly?
The most evil term in the world. Was that your idea?
Is meant to capture how little it takes to cause white people to melt down.
All you gotta do is spit in their face. It's real easy.
All you gotta do is whip your dick out and pee all over my face.
Know, exactly.
That's all you gotta do. I don't look at him. I don't get this. I'll just be walking the street, right? I'll kick someone in the shins, they fall over, and I'll just start peeing all over them, and they get mad at me. I don't get it. Yeah. Why are you getting mad just because I'm peeing on your face?
I wonder if you could call it like female fragility. You know, these women that like, if you ask them out, like you've committed a hate crime. Like if you smile at them and it's unreciprocated. It's like a Me Too story.
There's all these stories of female fragility. Like I just talked to a woman and she's not addressing the data or the situation, and she's being too emotional and irrational.
Oh yeah.
And I just bring this up. And I say you're giving into this feminine version of the world, and she just melts down and gets even angrier. And it's just female fragility right on display.
Yeah, women melt down really easily because they're super emotional.
Exact female fragility. Right? It's happening. It's happening. They need to address it.
Defensiveness and umbrage. I mean,
they get so defensive.
Look,
when a woman's on her period and you say you're just being irrational because you're on your period, she just gets so angry and defensive. I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Look, Jimmy Fallon's smiling. He knows the concept of female fragility. He knows what's
happening.
Make it so miserable for Black people to talk to us about what they're experiencing from us that most of the
we make it so easy or we make it so hard on Black people to accuse us of racism. Yeah, we make it hard on them. Like, wouldn't you?
I know.
Come on.
Most of the time they just don't. It's not worth it. It tends to get worse, not better. And so in that way, white fragility is quite powerful, and it protects the racial status quo.
Could you help me in a way? I want to ask a question. Like, how does one say, how does a white person say that they're not racist?
Well, white people often.
Dude, fucking Jimmy Fallon is a killer. That's the best question.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's awesome. That's totally awesome. So in the white fragility like framework, saying that you're not racist is like an indicator that you are super fucking racist. So like Jimmy Fallon is just saying, it seems like there's a problem here that you can't really claim to not be racist. So how would you do that?
It's also, you can interpret like, he's like, you got to tell me how to say it right because I want to be not racist.
Yeah, exactly. What's do I have to do the secret handshake first?
Is there a handshake? Is there like a code phrase I could throw out? Like, how do I do this?
You read my book on the airplane and you don't say anything. You let the book do the talking for you.
Right. So let's see how she answers this question.
Say, I'm not racist. I know you have. I have done things in my life I recognize as racist today. I would not do them again. They were neither intentional or even conscious, and yet they wounded other people nonetheless. I think white people should remove that phrase from their vocabulary. I'm not racist. It's not, trust me, it's not convincing to Black people. As long as we define.
So I know we established that already. What's the thing that is convincing?
Yeah, Jay Fallon's like, so how do you say you're not racist? And she's like, well, you can't. That's the answer to the question. Like,
oh my God.
You can't. That's her answer to the question. It's hilarious.
You just have to live with it, Jimmy. You have to live with it. You have to live with it there in your heart.
Yep.
Racism as individual intentional acts of meanness, then I would agree with you that most white people are not racist.
He has like no clue what she's talking about. He's just like staring into the abyss of like misery.
I don't understand this too, because
dying inside.
Like they seem to be saying that having, like, putting up some facade of respect or niceties is not enough. that like you really have to feel it in your heart. And I'm sorry, like there are so many people that just bug the fucking shit out of me. Like it's everything. It takes everything inside of me to maintain the niceties. And I do it because I want it to be, you know, I want things to go nicely. You know, I
Right.
want things to be comfortable for me and other people, right?
Right.
But it's almost like, no, that's not good enough. Like you have to feel it in your heart. That seems like a big ask for most people.
It's a big ask.
Yeah, it is. What the
Yeah.
hell? Not many people can attain that level of just joy about every single person that they interact with. Has this woman never met annoying people before?
You must feel the anti-racism in every heart and soul and cell of your being, Adam. It must vibrate out of you.
Yeah.
In every direction, in every word, every breath you take, you must be woke.
Well, it kind of takes the onus off of a lot of people too who are just naturally assholes. Like you can't hate them because they're assholes because they're like some minority.
Well, you can't if they're white.
Well, there are a lot of white assholes. So little
we have a little
yeah,
little silver lining in that. Yeah.
Racist. But when I'm talking about the racism that I have, the racism that you have, it's the result of living in a society in which racism is the foundation. We all absorb it. We all absorb it. There's no way we can.
You want to question her on that? Like, what are you talking about? What is the foundation of racism that we currently live in? Explain that to me, lady.
This is how I equate this to being a religion and how them talking about God. Because, you know, a religious person would say, you know, God is the foundation of reality. Like
you gotta take it on faith.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't, like, reality is undiscernible without God.
Are you American, Adam? Yeah. Then you must be born in a racist society. You just have to accept the racism in your heart and your soul.
Sorry, dude. I'm not like, I didn't grow up your religion. I'm not going to be your religion. You crazy. You fucking Scientology motherfucker.
Blasphemer. Expel the non-believer. Racist. Burn him.
I mean, this is so weird because it is like we're being taken over by Scientologists and everyone's just like, can you imagine if all of the woke companies came out and made you like change your profile picture to some Scientology thing? Like, and if you didn't, like, you were chastised.
You had to put Xenu on your avatar. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I just don't understand. People are so, I mean, it's funny because they've created this society and it's kind of a good thing that they're abusing because people should be ashamed to be racist. Like, that's a good thing. But then to turn little nonsense into you're a racist, like you're literally damaging something it took like generations to build.
Right.
It's so evil.
Right. No, that's a great point. Isn't the fact that the term racist is so toxic that people are so afraid of being labeled a racist? Isn't that like an indicative sign that society has progressed so much in terms of race issues?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a sign of success, and they will just want to come out and fucking shit all over that.
Yep.
They want to say, now that we've got you by the throat, let's just twist that knife a little more. Racist.
We could exempt ourselves from it. And so we need to change our question from if I'm racist, to which most white people will say no, to how have I been shaped by the forces of racism I was born into, and how is it manifesting in my...
How is that not God talk? I swear to God, just substitute God in for racism and all this makes perfect sense.
Yep.
I'm serious.
My life. It's a really different question.
Yeah.
But if I asked if, and the answer is no, what further action is required of me to challenge racism?
See,
nothing.
That's the key here. This is exactly the key with the P plus P equals R shit. All of this theory is bullshit. Okay. It's all ends justify the means stuff. It's all, I want to motivate white people to act a certain way.
Totally.
So therefore, I'm going to redefine all these terms to make people inherently racist, to force them to act in a way that I want.
Yeah. It's it's pushing progressive politics. It's like we have
Right.
this baseball bat now called calling people racist, and we want people to be progressives. So let's use the baseball bat to make them act progressive.
Exactly.
It's very
Exactly.
insidious.
But that's why they're so against science and STEM, because none of this shit is based off of data. It's all
No.
backwards. It's like the communist people. So they all have some utopia dream they see, and then they're going to work backwards to try to force people to agree with them.
It's not
We're not
working.
racist. If I ask, how have I been shaped and what is it looking like in my life? Well, that sets me on a lifelong process. And I can just tell you, look around at the society, white people thinking we're not racist is not and has not ended racism. We have to change our paradigm. We can never be complacent.
So where can white people start?
I would say
Buy my
start
book.
with asking yourself this question: what does it mean to be white? Most white people can't answer that question. And if I can't hold what it means to be white, I cannot hold.
Oh my God, we're both pausing at the same time. And that's a bad thing? Come on.
I was going to say that's a great thing.
It's a great thing. It's a totally great thing. Why do you want, like, you know who
has the answer
answers
to the
yeah,
question?
exactly.
Yeah.
Who has
You
the
know
fucking answer? Go ahead.
You know who has answered the question of what it means to be white?
Yeah, go ahead. Who is
White
it?
nationalists have the
Fucking
answer to that
A.
question.
Exactly. Exactly.
Richard Spencer can answer that question for you.
Why the
Okay.
fuck are you playing right into their hands, Robin DeAngelo?
know.
You stupid fucking bat. Like, seriously. Seriously. You know who, when they finally ask that question that you're saying, this is the place to start. You know what when they Google that fucking answer for that question, you know where they end up? You dumb fucking bitch.
Oh my God. What an idiot.
I know. It's fucking crazy. And maybe this is what it is for me to be white.
See, this is why these people don't understand anything about psychology.
They
even though
don't.
profess to, because they're like, we want white people to start thinking about their racial identity, but only in negative terms.
Yeah,
We don't want them to have
totally.
any positive
Yeah,
feelings
totally.
about their racial identity. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck? Are you a moron? You can't do that. Okay. This is the whole point. This is why people just tried to get rid of racial identities.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally.
That's the solution.
They
not
wanted
this
to,
shit.
they came up with an identity that's like an American identity, you know? And if you want to talk about building an American identity that like embodies the history of the African Americans in this country, which is like horrible, like acknowledged, let's build that identity. But to fucking racialize the identity and try to basically start a second civil war over this shit is bonkers. It's fucking bonkers.
What it means not to be white. And I'm going to have no critical thinking on this topic, no skills to navigate this uncomfortable conversation, and no emotional capacity to withstand how uncomfortable the conversation is.
But don't worry, if it gets too uncomfortable for you, there are people on the internet that will make you feel very comfortable about your white identity.
They're called the alt-right.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Robin DeAngelo is the fucking alt-right pipeline.
Robin DeAngelo, alt-right pipeline confirmed.
Yeah, exactly.
And that means Black people can't be their authentic selves with us. Right? There are
If every
Yeah,
person,
fuck.
if every school and every business had to go through Robin DeAngelo's quote anti-racism training, you would see a huge uptick.
Oh, totally.
White nationalists, alt-right would
Totally.
explode.
Totally.
See, if the alt-right was smart, this is what they would do. They'd create this. They would make sure that this shit is taught in every.
Well, we already
school.
said she's like, the twist is that she's a fucking alt-right shill.
Yeah, maybe she
like it's
is.
making
Maybe
more
she's-
sense.
Maybe she's the secret alt-righter.